Thank you, Brigadier. Let's move on to your evidence when you testified on 31st of October 2024. I'll just read, because it's a small question, but it's part of your evidence that you testified on the 31st of October 2024, page 20, line 10 to 15. You referred to this court to exhibit EE6, EE8. Those are the bank records for accused number 5. And also, my lord, he also referred to exhibits EE3, EE8, EE6 is the one for the net bank. That's the one that you started with, and you placed the information belonging to accused number 1 on the record. You remember that?
Is it the details of accused number 1 or 5? It's just
sorry, accused number 5. Sorry.
Like number 5, yes.
Yes, accused number 5. Yes.
Yes, I do recall, my lord.
From exhibit EE6, the bank records from the net bank, wherein you read certain information into the record. Did you request the information from NetBank covering the period of October 2014 regarding the transactions under the name of accused number 5?
Yes, my lord. I would have made that request specifically because that was the date that is relevant to this matter.
From the records that you received from NetBank, is there or was there any transaction, or let me say, is there any transactions on this exhibit, EE6, reflecting transfer of money from Ms. Kelly Khumalo to accused number 5?
Ngibona ke owayithola lapho ke lo sicelo lolukhona ke la seNetbank lo EE6 ngabe khona yini laba batshengisa khona ukuthi ukhona la umuntu obizwa ngokuthi uMiss Kelly Khumalo uyakhokhela khona ke akhokha khona ke imali kule bhangi leli lo muntu.
My lord, my recollection, and not only with regard to accused number 5, but insofar as all accused and from all institutions, not only NetBank, there is no electronic transfer from Ms. Kelly Khumalo to any of the accused. That we did not find. Or even cash deposits reflecting that is coming from her, not only to accused number 5, but as I said, it applies to all accused as well, my lord.
Okay, can you just be specific, Colonel, that we are referring to accused number 5 at this stage? Okay, when I'm asking question, I'm asking in respect of accused number 5. These exhibits that I've read into the record, they are only in respect of accused number 5.
We're still talking.
Yes. Then did you request from either of the banks, it's either in respect of EE6, EE8, EE3, did you ask the information covering the period of the 2nd of August 2014 to the period of 15 October 2014, which was before the incident?
August.
Yeah, 2nd of August 2014, between the period of 2nd of August 2014 and the period of 15 October 2014.
My lord, I don't have a recollection of that because the two dates that Advocate Mchololo is referring to relate to the calls, not a financial transaction. They relate to the calls that were picked up between Ms. Kelly Khumalo and accused number 5. That is the date of the 2nd of August 2014 and the one of 15 October 2014.
No, I know that that's the evidence on record, Brigadier. But my question, just answer my question. Did you request the bank transactions covering that period of 2 August or 15 October?
My lord, I don't have a recollection, but one will have to check because the record starts in 2014. So I don't have a specific recollection of whether when I requested this document, I started at the beginning of 2014 to date or what. So if perhaps then one will need to ask the court's indulgence that perhaps during the long adjournment, then I can check the application in terms of the date. I may have covered it, but I'm not sure, my lord.
Okay, you can check that later on, Colonel, but let's continue for now.
Sorry, for my understanding, is it obvious or factual that if there's a bank transaction, you mention your name? Because people bank money using the depositor's name. if you bank money for me, you go to Standard Bank and you say Rata Mokhatle. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't necessarily say so and so who is not. It doesn't follow that. If Kelly, for instance, banks money on behalf of whoever, will use a particular name. Doesn't follow. Does it follow, Ms. Shololo?
Yes, my lord, I can clarify that question, my lord, from the witness.
Okay.
Yes. I know you've already said you're not sure whether you have records for this period, but on the other transactions contained in exhibits EE 6 and 8, if a person deposits the money to someone else, and then how would you connect, how would you link that transaction? Is it not by account numbers of the two respective parties?
My lord, my understanding, you will establish the link. That is firstly in terms of the account. If the money is transferred from one account, transferred, not cash deposit, to another, because then you are able to identify the account number, and obviously you can get the details of the account holder in B section, and then subsequently say A, and then moved to the person who received it. So that is the first point, my lord. When it's a cash deposit, my lord, you will establish the link only if the person who makes the deposit makes a specific reference, because they can put anything, They can put my name, they can put whatever reference that they put. So all you will have, it's where the money is going to, but the depositor, it depends what the depositor put. What you'll be able to prove is that the recipient received that X amount through the bank or ATM deposit, my lord. And my understanding, my lord, this is under the normal course of bank transactions. It differs then when there are criminal activities taking place, because people then will want to conceal the identity of what they are doing, be it money laundering or any form of criminality. So the first two examples I've made are insofar as normal bank transactions when you do investigation in that regard. But then when such transactions, banks are used for criminal activities, then the picture changes completely, because I don't think any criminal, my lord, will just put his details and say, or suspect and say, me, I'm depositing this money for someone to be killed, or I'm depositing this money for someone. That you will not find, my lord.
But also, just for the sake of clarity, Brigadier, in respect of this case, there is no cash deposit that was transferred in either of these exhibits, in either of these bank records for accused number 5, from Ms. Kelly Khumalo to accused number 5.
Yes, that's true, my lord. But what we have on the investigation, at least the transactions that we can prove, is that money was paid in cash at Basutino Hostel on the day of the incident. We can account for some payments there in cash, and a later amount, as I've indicated in my last testimony, of 30,000. That was paid specifically by accused number 5 to accused number 2. That is now, you'll find that in the exhibit HH and JJ. I covered that aspect. But it was cash transaction. There's no evidence that we found.
No, Colonel, I'm referring to these exhibits. EE, we are on EE.
Yes, can I just finish, my lord? Because remember, can I just finish? Because these exhibits, the question that I'm being asked is in relation to this offense in general. We don't have evidence or any suggestion in the docket that says the money was transferred by Ms. Kelly Khumalo to any of the accused. What we have when it comes to the monies that comes to existence after the deceased was shot, my lord, is that money was paid in cash. That is what we can put our hands on, my lord.
Thank you, Brigadier, for putting your hands up like that, but I am on these exhibits, on the bank records. That's where I am. I was just clarifying if there were any transactions on these bank records that were presented before this court.
No, my lord. In these bank records, there are no transactions between Ms. Kelly Khumalo and accused number 5.
Thank you.